Hello, my name is Anupam Ray, roll number 21EE30006, and in this assignment, that is of assembly disassembly assignment, I am going to disassemble my old laptop, that is a Dell Latitude 5400 model. And here is the laptop, and as you can see, here is the branding of Dell. And to open, we will go to the back side of the laptop. Here is the backlit main. This is the main backlit of the laptop. As you can see, this is the main backlit, and for this purpose we are going to use a small screwdriver. Here are three screws in total, although there are spaces for more screwdrivers. This is the case because it is quite an old laptop and some screws have vanished in the course of time. So let's start opening the laptop. So one screw we have got out. We will carefully pull this up from so that it does not get damaged. For that, let me use my screwdriver, and yes, we have successfully opened the lid. And here's the lid, and here you can see some metal spring kind of structures. These metal springs actually hold against this main body, and when we tighten the screws, this gives rigidity to the back. Moreover, the build of the laptop is a plastic build with some metal used whenever required. As you can see, the back lid is completely made up of plastic, and over that they have used a metal sheet to give it more support and to improvise other components like the springs, which could not have been done using the plastic build. So let us keep this aside. So here in this laptop, I would like to highlight certain key features of the laptop. First of all, let us see the heat control module. This is the fan that gets uh, activated whenever the CPU temperatures rise over a threshold limit, and the temperature is controlled in the manner that this copper strip collects heat from the CPU region and provides it or feeds it into the mechanism where the fan collects in air from the bottom. That is, as you can see from here, this part this part lies on top of this fan. So the fan sucks in air from this region, means from the bottom of the laptop, and then uh, radiates heat from this region. That is, takes in from bottom and radiates out from this, and in between it also uh, transfers the heat from this metal strip to the air. In this way, the cooling system works. There are also liquid cooling systems available, but they are generally available with the desktops, that is the computer setups, not with the laptops, because they require a bit more space, but they are also good and efficient. Here is the battery setup. That is, here is the battery. Here is a latch or button kind of thing which we need to slide for opening. Then we can slowly take out the battery, and here, as you can see, here is the lithium ion signature that tells us that this is a lithium ion battery, and the rating is 11.1 volts and 4400 milliampere hour. So this is a typical battery. And to close this, just put this in back. We just put it in the slot and push it, and when we get this click sound, that means it has auto locked. Now next parts are the processors. Here is the main CPU processor. As you can see, it is tightly screwed to the motherboard, that is below the main things, that is below this metal holders and the RAM sticks here. So below that there is the motherboard, which holds or houses all the other components, and the main circuitry lies in the motherboard. So this is the CPU, and the copper strip runs over it to collect heat. And here is one more processor, and Here is the microphone, and here are the two RAM sticks, each of 2 GB RAM. And and we also see one more part over here. This part is also a radiation plate. As you can see that this part of the back cover goes over this, and these slits are made so that it can radiate heat slowly, not via the fan mechanism, but it slowly radiates out heat, which adds on to the cooling system, and it provides more cooling to the system. And there are also slits here and there so as to provide proper ventilation, and which also adds on to the uh, cooling system, because CPU temperatures must not rise, otherwise it will be detrimental for the CPU. And here you can see three pins. I think you can see the three pins. These three pins are kind of a switch, which is actually this switch. This is a Wi-Fi on off switch. When this is red, that means all the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections are terminated, and the laptop can no longer access any other uh, things, and access any of the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth support. When we want to turn it on, we turn it on, and this just acts as a switch, which is actually connected to the motherboard. And now let's assemble the lid back. For this, we need to carefully place the lid. Yes. And as you can see, the build of the laptop is a plastic build. Everywhere it is plastic, and metal is used wherever required. And as you can see, we were talking about the radiator plate. This is the place where the radiator plate was. And here are slits, few more slits to enable some more cooling. And this is the main fan slit. And you might have also noticed that the fan was quite dusty. That's because it sucks in air very frequently, and because of that all the dust also gets in, and since there is no other filter mechanism, therefore it has dust has coagulated over there. And yeah, this was my disassembly assembly project. Thank you.